Hello everyone and welcome back to the Combined Syndicates of America. We are currently preparing to deal with the American First. The cities have returned to some level of stability and currency is actually starting to be used. Again, the mass graves are now covered in saplings and flower as the nation slowly but surely crawls itself back from the brink. And we can only hope that this was the last civil war in American history. Oh, I have lots of factories now. There we go. Basically just imported pretty much all of your rubber. Building up my navy, building my air force, my truck reserves, artillery reserves, reinforcing that. Finally, I can reintegrate something. Okay, which one has most? Seems to be this one. This one. Rebuild the south. That's like Louisiana, Oklahoma, Texas, this area. And we can no longer get the effect from building a navy. Meh. How much navy did I end up building? 34 ships. 1 armored cruiser, 14 normal cruisers, 19 submarines. How much fleet did you build? Columbia, Gem of the Ocean. You have 15 to 16 ships. What does this one do? It gives you submarine research time, submarine attack, submarine defense, and torpedo range. Seriously? You want to speed? Wait, okay. The last one is a submarine focus, a heavy submarine focus. But they went with destroyer models instead of submarines. Are you stupid? At least I can soon deal with the... I can soon go into transformative justice, destroy Jim Crow, and thus removing the, terrorists. Extensive equipment with service by requirement, partial mobilization, guerrilla warfare, home guard. Lessons from the revolution. Rebel girl, the army doctrine, revolutionary ranges. I'd quickly have to check here, because I thought of something when I was at home today. I should have gone down the wrong path with this doctrine. Well, this is a really good one. If you're a small nation, I do not want to lower combat width. Wait, it's for the defender. I want a lower combat width. Yes, I actually do want to. When they attack me, I want to lower the combat width. Because that means that if they say I'd push into here, then they attack me from here, these 5 provinces. That would give almost 200 combat width. Attack on this one. Then if I have it, then it's only 100. So yeah, I actually want to go with that. But of course we're gonna strike the American first much harder than we did the Feds. Because these just fought to protect what they remembered. They were conservatives, probably also liberals. They fought to protect what they knew, what they've grown up with. I can at least respect that. These guys wanted to instill racism and mass genocide. No, we cannot have that. That I will not stand for. That is the worst. When they took Chicago, they massacred it. But that's how they went. They massacred every city that they took. They slaughtered everyone. Women who went in the kitchen, they slaughtered black people, they slaughtered Mexicans, they slaughtered everyone. So now we have to make sure that they won't be coming back. Argentina annexed Uruguay. I can begin to develop even more of these. South America is not going to be a cakewalk. Transformative justice. No. I'm prepared to fight them. We no longer have the effect of longest attack. No, but we still have the trial of the America First. With the revolution over, the time has come to deal with those who fought against us. The trial of America First is coming. Loan leniency for reactionaries. Not this kind. And Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Northern Texas, Southern Texas, and Trans-Pasco will become cores. Yes, Missouri honoring Coleman. Longest bombings. You just don't want this nation to be reconstructed, do you? Just right there, fighting for the old government. Although we finally dealt with America's hold the lead, there's still a sizable popular movement oppressing our new regime. We need to pacify and remind the counter-revolutionary cells and make sure to track down every last infiltrator in the midst before we can finally be sure we've won. Better recon companies. The reconstruction is old and hard, but we can deal with it. The USA trilogy by John Dos Passos. Film montage, modernist writing, and the socialist spirit has come together in John Perna's the new book USA. The story itself an explanation of the 12 Americans that lived through the Depression and Revolution. Passos' writing combines snippets of newspapers, propaganda, and the conversation. He recalls the stress during the terrifying months before liberation. Such an unorthodox and creative writing is usually praised by the American Writers' Congress, but they have remained silent. This is due to the book's depiction of extraordinary killing that took place throughout America during the Civil War by our soldiers. To the normal leader of the Writers' Congress, Ernest Hemingway, this book amounted treason and sedition against the socialist government. However, his decision to censor the book and the Tospa of Rubrica calm Hemingway down. Hemingway is right. Calm him down. We are not here to censor. We are not the Americans first. We have done some atrocities, and we accept that. But war is war. And while it does not make it acceptable, it at least can make it less painful. I hope New England knows that I'm gonna come in and crush them. Like, I'm already prepared. Declare war in 35 days if I want it. But not yet. Time is not here. Stop preparing for that. Don't have enough men anyways. Okay, it will remove one of these terrorist cells, which gives me plus 5% for group of population, minus 5, gives me stability, war support, and division organization. Okay, they give the exact same debuffs. It would be interesting if they gave you different debuffs. The Federalist killed 3,000. Transformative justice. I love how I just prepared you to seize Vancouver. Almost instantly. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna manage to beat them. How? By pushing up from New England into Montreal and Ottawa. Of course, we're gonna seize things like Toronto on the way. And then we're gonna seize Vancouver. That should be all of their major victory points, and since they don't have that much stability, well then too bad for you. You're totalists. Bad for you. Hey, the Iberian Federation is crushing Portugal. Bring the revolution to Portugal. All own states are currently also controlled. Defend the revolution. Plan Sioux, Plan Royo, Plan Verde. They get a lot of factories and building slots. And then they remove the effects. Mending the rift. Crush the revolution's enemy. Educate the masses. Autonomous communities of Iberia. Jesus Christ, this is poor fucking focus tree. But hey, the Iberian Federation now controls this shit as well. And Russia is getting continuously pushed back, though they are advancing in Finland. When I played the Soviet Union, was that how I did it? Once I had crushed the Finns, I began progressing down here. Though I don't remember them pushing quite that far. And of course, Ukraine didn't join me either, so I had a much smaller front to deal with. Travel in America. With the revolution over and reconstruction underway, a debate over the future of travel had come up. Automotive unions believe that the cars would be the perfect vehicle for New America, a symbol of freedom that Americans fought for. However, train unions contest and claim belief that America should invest in trains, a way to help connect all the towns who shall conquer trains. If there's one thing I know, then it is a subversive public transportation system is better for the nation, and it's better for the economy. While it might restrict certain movements, it at least helps the economy. Ready to move. And I can advance you. Ooh, Fortress Buster. That's gonna be an annoying one for the New Englanders to meet. You can do Infantry Expert and Guerrilla Fighter, which would allow me. Guerrilla Fighter would actually be okay in this situation, though I do not usually like it, because then when I've seen Vancouver, I can quickly entrench myself there. Well, I should probably begin going down this one as well, Social Revolution. That would give me partial recovery. And then I can destroy these dudes as well. Kingdom of Finland and the Russian Empire ending their hostilities. You got Viborg, and yeah, you got everything you wanted. Now you just have to turn around and retake Petrograd. And oh yeah, that's right, Minsk is here, and Kiev is down here, so they've even less territory to give up. You have to keep hand on Sarin and Moskva. Okay, you're not fighting down here in the south, you're still fighting Turkey, fuck. So you can't even dedicate all your troops to holding here. El Shanto earthquake. Remove one. Okay, how many factories do we lose? I lost one factory. Well, we've almost destroyed the federal resistance. And in 2 days I've reintegrated the south. Come on, I'm almost there. Come on, time. You can do it. I believe in you. One more day. There we go. I've rebuilt the south. Officially. This is now costing. Oh my god, my manpower just through the roof. 4, 6. 2, 4, yeah, 6. You can join this one. Good. Now, let's quickly deploy myself some. 12 divisions. Yep, there we go. 12 divisions. They should be deployed here. I've just completed Transformative Justice. Social Revolution. Destroy the terrorists fighting for the old government. This will active 100. It will remove. Oh Jesus Christ! It's gonna take forever to wind down. Destroy reactionary terrorists. The revolution has been won. Yet a number of reactionaries refuse. 100 days to count down. Calm them down. Seriously? I'm gonna have to begin to go down this one. Because isn't this the one that eventually... No, this one doesn't give a... This one doesn't give political power before I reach down here, I think. Yeah, this one gives 100. I also have to begin the constitutional conventions and all of those. M8, that looks disgusting. Fuck, let's research some half tracks, bitches. At least I've soon constructed, you know, everything. So yeah. Level 3 forts, level 3 forts. And level 3 forts. And I could also place them. Here we are along this river. Level 3 forts. There we go. This is gonna be the fallback line. There we go. So just in case all is lost, I can fall back to here. And just along here, I should just all build level 1 forts. There. Should just be level 1 forts, just to be sure. This place. Oh, this place. Shall get level 10 forts. No, it shall not. It really won't. It won't get forts at all, since I expect it to be a distraction. Hawaii, are you still a socialist republic? Yes. How about you then decide to rejoin us? I'd only want to think that would be like a cool decision, either from me. Yeah, like let's say from me. I've just won this was the combined syndicates of America. Then I get a decision here. I don't care if it costs like 200 political power or something, but it is reapproach about reunification with the Hawaiians, and one of the requirements is like be socialist. Oh, Hawaii is socialist. Jesus Christ, militia divisions, cavalry divisions. In this day and age, it's 1940 for fuck's sake, not 1775. No, you like to think in here that you're the bastion of American democracy. You like to think that you're the land of the free and the home of the brave, but they live down here. And the combined syndicates. And hey, social revolution is on ground now. The land of the free and the home of the brave was anything but. We have to work cut out. Okay, the land of the free and home of the brave was anything but. We have our work cut out for us to rid America of corruption, racism, and chauvinism. Yet, first, we must tear up the very core of all those things, the capitalist system itself. Well said, brother, well said. Deploy. How many can I deploy of you? Like, half? Sure, you can get deployed. I'm not laying more of them down. There. 7. Good. Join. Chip should be to hold. This general area. Like the Great Lakes and that. So yeah, your only job should be to hold those two. There we go. I now have officially guarded my entire border with Canada. And her puppet state. Because actually I shall send one of you divisions. This one division. Your job should be to hold Alaska. Which one of my highly trained generals? I think that's the only good thing that'll ever come out of this civil war. seems to be how well trained my field marshals and generals have become. Like logistical wizard, fast planner. He's at 5347. He's 7 in supply. Jesus. Oh, logistics. That's really good actually. 6 power here. This dude. Right, let's look here. It's brilliant strategist, reckless and armor officer. Already good. He's 9 in attack. Though low in defense supply and though low in defense and average in supply in logistics and planning. He has organized infantry expert, trickster, engineer, fortress buster, and infantry expert. All great traits. This dude, career officer and infantry officer. He is free. He's good at defending. He's a bit over average in planning and logistics, and you can see that. And this dude, I haven't run from him. Here, 6, 4. He's also really good at logistics, which is good especially when I send him up here. He's a flexible defender, which is also good when I send him up here to defend, since his primary bonus are defending, while I should push on the other areas. It's good I'm lucky at deciding where they go, eh? Field marshals, sadly, but I don't have other field marshals. Though this dude would do a good field marshal since he has a brilliant strategist. But he's an even better general currently. You have reckless, not a good trait, organizer, infantry, mountaineer, and I'm keeping you like that because mountaineers are good. Especially if I have to retreat into guerrilla combat in the Rockies. Like let's say by some fucking miracle my enemies manage to overrun the Great Plains in the East Coast. Then I have to retreat down here and defend San Francisco and Los Angeles. Put up here, set a mountaineer in there, and just watch it all fold in on itself as they constantly try to throw troops at me. I can soon reintegrate other areas. Upholding the Industrial Revolution. In the old days of the Socialist Party, success were mere measured by how clean your sewer system was, especially in Wisconsin, where Morris Hillquin was made his campaign promise to clean up the city. In reforming and organizing public maintenance service, Hillquin showed that socialism could reorganize systems without having to redefine or destroy the foundations of the system. The principles of sewer socialism must be taken to the whole nation. Now that chains are broken, many cities such as Pittsburgh are filled with pollution that fills the sky. Now that the revolution over cities all over the country shall be cleaned up and modernized. Cleanest sewers in the world. And we no longer get effect for longest attack, which means we don't have very long before the longest attack. At least I'm clamping down on the feds now. Economic devastation from the Civil War. I wonder how long do I have that? Like what removes it? This one, oh, this one helps. And I guess this one ends it. No, this one ends it. American syndicalism. The social revolution is about to begin. Fleeting recovery from the Civil War. I wonder what is the flavor text from partial recovery. Government-run agencies have started to put people back to work, and some respectable businesses have reopened. The threat of mass starvation has passed, though it is not uncommon to see small hordes of orphans and elderly rotating trash throughout the city. Redistribute wealth, which will give near full recovery from the Civil War. It will give me stability, recruitable factor, emancipation for all. You know what, I think it's time that we begin drafting a constitution for our nation. The time has come to decide the next step in our revolutionary struggle, to find a way to unite the workers behind a single cause and ideology. Like it was over a century ago, we shall let Philadelphia be the site of the Constitutional Convention. I can soon reintegrate a new area. Somebody, get the confetti cannon. South Atlantic. I think that's gonna be it, because then this general area has been reintegrated. Then we need the Rockies. What is the west? The west is north, south, Nebraska, Kansas, Minnesota. Oh yeah. So if I take these two, then this general area is done, then the Rockies, and then the Pacific coast. Or maybe I should do the Pacific coast. No longer have effective Federalist attack, and I'm also currently destroying some Federalists. Today is an interesting age. America draws up its next constitution. It is time to figure out what the future shall hold. The Union of Socialist American States, which will lead to totalists. Something like lead the revolution. People's Commissars, democratic exemplars, ban factionalism, dictatorship of the proletariat, defend the revolution, revolutionary guards, state media, create the CIA. We will never create the CIA. The CIA is nothing but capitalist dogs in hiding. Price controls, control the unions, state quotas, farms, planned economy. What's this economy? Resource nationalizes, merge the unions, socialist self-management, collective farms, centralized syndicalism. Well, time to reintegrate the South Atlantic. Here we come. We're slowly turning towards the world. America. We're sending a threat out to the rest of it. The United States is recovering. And you better be prepared. I shall actually lease you some guns. Let's send you like 3,000 guns a month. Not 1,500 guns a month. Not really tanks. Tanks is not really in my interest. Like 10 planes. 100 artillery pieces. Jesus Christ, how many versions of the tank did they make? And once I shall also send you 100 convoys. This shall be my help to you, Russia. Do not waste it. The M2 half-track. Late interwar destroyer. That is my gift to the Russians. Good, the Michigan forts are slowly getting done now. I'm prepared. Soon some of the Federalists have been brought down. Calmed down. The revolution has been won, yet a number of reactionist terrorists still refuse to lay down their arms. We must deal with them once and for all. Partial recovery, only minus 35 stability and 40 war support, and 40 recruitable population factor. Jesus. I wonder what does the next part of the it ups war support, recruitable and stability. Better encryption. What is like tomorrow in game? It's done. No, which one is it? This one? Oh, tomorrow then. There we go. Now you can begin on atomic research. Ah, nice. Federalist bombings, seriously? Feds, you can't control yourself, can you? Prepare that military factory. And I can't deploy my super heavy dreadnought or my improved armored cruiser. Due to the fact that I don't have enough manpower, probably. Well, I'm saying probably for, of course it's because of that. Cut you back to that. And more trucks. More support equipment. I could also begin producing tanks. I think I will. I think the time has come for American tank program to start. Here we go. Only 10 factories currently should be dedicated to it. There we go. Already mass producing. Now we're just waiting for this one to accomplish, so I can actually decide what my future constitution shall be. Yeah, I know. We have that template, medium tanks. Well, we can quickly get it. God damn it, Hawaii. Medium tanks. Yeah, wait a bit. You should don't have anything. You should be medium, you should be medium, you should be medium. There we go. Save at 8. Like, mechanized. It improves amphibious assaults, forest, hills, mountains, urban, jungles, marsh movement. Motorized. It slows me down loads of places. It ups my health, it ups my breakthrough. It doesn't lower my hardness, it gives more soft, it gives a lot more hard. It reduces a small amount of supply, doesn't increase absorption, doesn't increase, has more HP. Lower armor penalty, more piercing, same reliability, though it weighs more and costs a lot. Yeah, it shall be mechanized. Recon, field, engineer. Anyway, time to begin to produce some mechanized as well. Just up with the tank. They should be focused there. Cut. Cut. There we go. You two can get up back to these. There we go. Now I'm producing tank, medium tanks and mechanized equipment. Maximists. St. Lawrence line. Don't remember where that prepares. Southern Oriental and St. Lawrence. Fortified the Great Lake, the Georgia line, the Marble line. Yeah, that's probably you. Let's see, what do I like most here in reinforcements? Nothing. Upgrades. Towed artillery and equipment. Dealing with capitalist companies. One of the things that have caused some controversy is the fate of the capitalist companies, while a number of the hard workers dumped their bosses off their backs and collectivized. A number that fought against the revolution are now being collectivized, and some wonder if those workers are loyal to the ideas of as others, or if they will just allow capitalism to extradite subsume those companies. Ultimately, that the workers collectivize. Death to reactionary companies. Not only because it just gave me 25 free political power. And hey, you've been calmed down. Now we have strong. Our initial counterterrorism efforts are showing promise, but the federalist resistance groups are tough nuts to crack. Some heretical terrorists have been arrested, and a few safe spots raided, but that has had little impact. And for some reason I cannot start it again. Now I can. Time to crush more of them. Destroying it ups my war support stability and Divorca again. Well, at least this one is soon past. Though a day is incredibly slow. How many divisions do you have? Too fucking many. How many do you have? Too fucking many. Not that bad. Not that bad. Too fucking many. Too fucking many. Not that bad, not that bad. Oh, not even close to being that bad. Not that bad, not that bad. Not that bad. Not that bad. Why? 9/11. Okay, let's check South America then. Brazil, not that many. Not that many. Too much. And when I say too much, it's not because they have too much, like, whoa, really, they have really that much. But more like because 12 to 18 is a bit much for that little nation. Advanced armored cruisers. Let's invent advanced armored cruisers. The fall of Rio de Janeiro. You're on your last legs. Bolivia has a war. No, Argentina has against Bolivia. Or do I have a feeling that Argentina will annex things like Rio Grande do Sul? Like imagine having your last victory point be this one. Then you just have to fight your way all the way through the inner Amazon. Brazil, you're not delivering enough. You're not getting as many now. Okay, I'm just cutting you completely off then. Peru, give me fucking rubber. This timeline it's not oil, it's rubber! Give me rubber! Huh, I've soon upgraded all of my artillery pieces. Goddammit, longists. Shermans. Nice. You can now get logistic companies. You can now get logistics and field hospitals. There we go. Second constitutional. Shit. It should be a Commonwealth of Labor. Emancipation for all. It will give me near full recovery from civil war. The Constitutional Convention begins. CSA Central Committee becomes leader of everything. Today's delegates gathered from across the country in the city of Philadelphia at the Second Constitutional Convention is convened in order to draft a new and better constitution for the country. While various factions have been formed to help push one view or another, everyone is excited to see what the new constitution will bring. The city of Philadelphia itself celebrated the occasion with all men and women within the city. CSA. That's really bad design, by the way. Not to mention the flag has a seal on it, which is not very good flag design. Like, at all. Oh, I got some manpower. Nice. Now I only need 15,000 more. Or is that 150? I can't tell right now. But in 19 days, the South Atlantic will be reintegrated. Federalist faction, Unionist faction, Centralist faction. Love how they're just called factions now. But that makes sense. Okay. John Reed clubs. Throughout the country, a number of literature clubs called John Reed clubs. They are to help organize writers across the country, promoting reading and literary thought throughout the local communities. They often have a focus on socialist literature, though they focus on promoting literacy and reading in general. Socialist constitution, system of government. The first thing is debating the nature of the government. Two camps have broken out. The first camp argued that America should be a syndicalist government with all power vested in the trade unions. The second camp said that America should be a socialist state with all power vested in local councils. The Union of Socialist American States, the Commonwealth of Labor. The people exercise state power through trade union councils. The people exercise state power through the Council of People's Deputies, through trade union powers. That's 75% control. Even more political power. Socialist Constitution Framework. This is a long one. All power in America derives from the people and belongs to the people. The people exercise state power through local union council, which constitute the political foundation of America. All other state bodies are under the control of and accountable to the All-Industrial Congress. Article 2. All the representative organs of state authority are elected by the citizens on basis of universal, equal, and direct suffrage by secret ballot. The people's representatives in all organs of state authority are responsible to their electors. It will be determined by the law in which cases, under what conditions, and in what way the elections may be recall their representatives even before the end of the period in which they are elected. Article Note 3. No law or administration or local rulers and regulations shall contravene this Constitution. All state organs, the armed forces, all political parties and public organizations, and all enterprises are undertaking must be aided by the Constitution and the law. All acts in violation of the Constitution and the law must be investigated. An organization or individual may enjoy the privilege of being above the Constitution and the law. Approved. More political power. Might even be able to inscribe another soon. Socialist Constitution, human rights and workers' rights. I'm gonna read a lot today, can you hear that? And I'm not gonna finish this episode. Article 6. Citizens are guaranteed the freedom of the press, freedom of speech, freedom of association, freedom of assembly, the freedom to hold public meetings and demonstrations. Freedom of conscience and freedom of religion are granted to the citizens. The church is separate from the state. Article 7. Women have equal rights with men in all fields of state, economic, and social and political power, life. Women have the right to the same pay as they are received by men for the same work, and workers or employers as they enjoy special protection. The state especially protects the interest of mothers and children by establishment of mandatory hospitals, children's homes, day nurseries, and by the right of mothers to leave with pay with and after childbirth. Before and after childbirth. Citizens of America are guaranteed inviolability of the person. No one may be arrested except by a court decision or in the warrant of a persecutor. Citizens of America are guaranteed inviolability of the home. No one may, without lawful grounds, enter a home against the will of those residing in. Article 9. By economic and other measures, the state assists with working people to associate and organize themselves for their protection against economic exploitation. The state protects persons who are engaged as workers or employees, especially by assuring them the right of association, by limiting the working day, by ensuring the right to be paid annual holidays, by controlling the working conditions, and by devoting attention to housing conditions and social infrastructure. Approved. I can now begin to integrate the West. Reading a constitution is hard work. Okay, social constitution, judiciary. This one, I would like to tell you it, but I'm gonna end the episode here with the start of the Constitution. The first article has been established, and all of the power vested by it has been established. We're guarding up the border of the North, and we are prepared for war. Vive la revolution! Glory to the human race. See you next time, guys. Bye.